Did you blow me? Wow. It's Thursday night, and let's talk about it. Let me get my chat up here. Let me get it up. Has never woman ever heard me say that. And here we go. So we got chat up there. We got some few people out there in chat, and I'm going to say hello. Then I'll swing around the room and say hello to our guest here, and we're going to kick it tonight. We got Jim Bookie. We got Thomas Hall. What's going on? Dustin Finch. What's happening? Kevin Z. We also have Vape and Joe M out there in chat. Jay Money's in the house. Jennifer Boyer. What's happening, Mama? Here's a big heart for you, baby. I hope the grandbaby and JD are doing well. Vaping Bachelor, what is going on? I see you made it to 11, brother. Hell yeah. Did you use some Viagra to keep it up? Hell yeah. We got 17 people out there in chat. That's right. We got 17. We got Church out there in chat. Nikki B, what is happening, baby? Thank you for joining us as well. It's Thursday night, and you know what time it is? It's time to talk about it. So with all that being said for right now, why don't we just go around the room and say hello to our guest? And the first one we're going to go to is our cheese god, Mr. Mac and Cheese himself, Sir Max-a-Lot.
What's up,
Take it away, Joe. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing good. Counting the fucking hours down till I go see the doctor tomorrow, but
hell yeah.
We're doing good.
On that tomorrow, man. Is that for your back again?
Yeah, it's to see if they're going to actually do a surgery to correct what the other doctor fucked up. So,
hell yeah.
We'll see what goes on.
Well, my prayers will be with you, man, for sure. What are you vaping on, man?
I got my Kennedy with J Money's favorite RTA, the intake dual there. I got some of that strawberry cheesecake in there from Jennifer. Yeah. I got my Vert with the Asgard. And I've got watermelon taffy in it from Thomas Hall. Of course, I got my fucking stacked with the Dead Rabbit version 2 with some raspberry custard from Royal.
Duke Nukem, what's up, brother? Long time no see.
Got Boxer Life with the Glass RTA with some it's a banana juice that I can't mention. And then my Fuck Small Mods, the Titan with the Titan RDTA with some juice in it that I can't mention. So that's it.
I like that Titan mod. I have one. I have it sitting over there. I don't have any batteries into it though, because it's sitting there, so I'm never going to leave batteries in it. But I like the mod. It's a great desk mod, and that's really all it is because you can't carry it around anywhere. It's just too big and bulky. But it's a fucking phenomenal mod, though.
It's an excellent fucking desk paperweight. I'm telling you,
it really is. We have a few more people that popped out there in chat. We have Tony, Laura. What is happening, my brother? Alicia, thicker than a snicker. Here's a big heart for you, baby. Thank you for joining us as well. I know we have Church out there. We have Bout. What is happening? Deb22, here's a big heart for you, baby. Thank you for joining us as well. And we have Chevy Ben. And we have Duke Nukem. What is happening, my brother? And I think we are all caught up. And again, Joe, thank you for joining us. And we'll get back to you because you're picking on some DIY, and I want to touch on that. So, but I started touching on that last week. I like touching things anyways in the first place. I mean, that's kind of like where I live is like touching things. I mean, it's like, whenever whenever we're just, the wife wants to cuddle, within 30 seconds, I'm touching a boob or something, man. There's no way I have to do it. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, Jim Bookie. You like that butterfly, huh? Did you get that butterfly? Oh, shit.
Oh, that shit was disgusting.
Yeah, that was a nasty-ass looking butterfly right there. All right, so, trucking, can you hear me? Yeah, it did. So, you're on the road there, trucking. Where are you headed? Which way you headed? North and south?
Hauling ass to Florida.
Hell yeah.
Got to be there by 10 o'clock in the morning.
You're doing another drop off and pickup, or are you gonna have some?
I got a load of Twisted Tea.
Nice. Hell yeah! What are you vaping on? I mean, I know you can't vape off a lot, real lot because you're driving, but
I got the Purge Silencer X with the Asgard Mini. It's a badass fucking mod. If you don't have one, you don't know what you're missing. Vaping on some Kilo Moose Series banana milk and that. I got the Boxer Lipo with the 30 millimeter Asgard. Vaping on some Syntax. Got the Boxer Classic Dual 21700 with the Axial Pro with the regular deck. Vaping on some older juice from back in the day called Serial Killer.
hell yeah.
And yeah, I think that's about it. That covers it.
Hell yeah. We have Hitman out there in chat. What's going on there, brother? And Deb22, I don't know if I think I did, but I'll send you another heart anyways, baby. Thank you for joining us. Oh, look at the puppers. Thank you again there, Josh. And we'll get back to you as well as also. So with that being said, Jay Money, what are you vaping on, my brother?
I'm not vaping on much right now because I got this big fucking shithead in my face.
I love his eyes, though, man.
But I got the Vert with the Barrage, and that is that strawberry Mountain Dew shit. And then I have the Odin with the Barrage, and I'm vaping Yogi peanut butter, granola, strawberry, fucking something another. I don't even remember the name of it. It's so long. And then of course, I got the Rebel with the Asgard 30, and then that I got strawberry cornbread pudding, my country cloud.
Hell yeah. I still, I want to say hello to Mike Bird. What is happening, my brother? This whole time on DIY, I can't find a good peanut butter, man. It just breaks my heart. I love peanut butter. I mean, I grew up, I love peanut butter so much. I remember, like, even when I wanted a snack, my mother would say, go have some peanut butter. So she'd give me like a tablespoon and let me just lick on a tablespoon of peanut butter. And peanut butter, actually, when you eat it as like something like that, is actually a calming thing, the oils that are in it. So I've been chasing a good peanut butter vape, and everything that I get is ass. It's like just flat tasting.
Get with me later. I'm a peanut butter fucking vape guy. I can hook you up with some killer peanut butter vapes that I enjoy. Because there's a bunch out there that are shit.
Yeah, I mean, they smell good. They smell like peanut butter. You get it, and they just like... I've had socks that taste better, and I'm talking cum socks,
Yeah.
I'm all about that
away
vinyl
from
and vapor
butter.
peanut butter. I love that shit.
Stay away from peanut butter rocket. That's all I'll tell you. Because that shit tastes like
I had
burnt
that. Yep.
Yeah.
That's like the worst peanut butter I've ever had.
Best thing in the world to stop hiccups is peanut butter. That's right, Bachelor. Hell yeah. I remember that. My mother gave me that trick, too. Fuck yeah, man.
You can always eat something else. That'll stop hiccups, too.
Yeah, it will. But even if you're not, while you're eating, you get those hiccups. That gives a little extra push behind it. You know what I'm talking about?
There you go.
As your tongue punching it and you get a hiccup, that fucking tongue goes in about another half-inch farther. Oh, yeah.
Always got to love peanut butter.
Peanut butter is always good. Hell yeah. Left up to me again. Thank you very much there, Jay Money. I'm Tommy Vapors. I'm not really vaping on much tonight. Just my regular shit. I'm not pimping anybody. I'm just vaping. That's all it is. It's not always about who, what, and where. It's about what we are. And this right here, we're a group, and that's what it is. We got 30 fucking people here. Talk about it. Holy shit. That's fucking awesome. So anyways, like I said, I wanted to talk about with DIY because I started talking on it last week, but, there's a lot of things going on right now, but there's a lot of deflection in some manner that, this vaping regulation shit is coming that they pushed out due to the epidemic. but eventually that's still going to come to fruition. Now, what's happening is like where Deb is, she has a lot of companies because she lives in New Jersey that she has trouble getting liquids and stuff. She DIYs and she buys her own equipment and stuff like that. But there's a lot of people and because of the epidemic, a lot of the stores have closed down. What's going to happen is eventually you guys are going to be looking for e-liquid, not necessarily product for your vapes and stuff, because anybody that's been into it a long time has some equipment. But I'm talking about e-liquid. And now, there's going to be more regulations, so there's going to be less companies. You're going to be fucking having to jump through hoops, suck your mother's uncle's dick just to fucking get something, or, play with somebody's little sphincter. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be outlawed. So, I mean, you're going to have to find people that that DIY, per se Deb, per se Jennifer, Thomas Hall. There's a few of them out there. I tinker with it. I have some that are pretty good, and I feel they're pretty good, and absolutely, Jim Bookie, like he said, DIY is the way to go. Dig Big Gang, what is happening, Ryan Life? What is happening, my brother? And Great Wabowski, hell yeah. So, anyways, getting back to the DIY, is if you don't know how to DIY, there's people that are out there that DIY, and it's pretty simple, and there's so many easy ways to do it, and you guys don't really have to go broke. Yeah, you have to buy some stuff up front, but don't do it like a lot of people do, because you're going to make mistakes. So expect it. So don't say, oh, I'm going to buy 30 mils of this, and this is going to make me 1,500 mils. There's going to be mistakes in there, okay? You have to allow that, because there's a learning curve. But you can ease that learning curve by talking to some of these people, after you talk to them people, you go over to ELR and you find some that sound like they're pretty good. Try them, or talk to the people that are helping you, and they might have a recipe that you can try that you might like, that they could share with you, and you can learn to build it yourself. Or you could send money to those DIYers, and they send you packages through the mail. It's that simple. I'm just saying, you don't have to, I'm just looking, you guys got to have an end result, because if they decide that, okay, this is the end of it, what are you guys going to do?
Well, and I mean, even if you look at it that way, Tommy, with the regulations and shit that's coming through, the fact that, there's going to be so much less juice to go, companies, the price of the juice is going to skyrocket. You're going to go back to the days where you was paying $60 for 120 mil, or, to DIY it, for that cost, you can get a whole shitload more juice, even with the screw ups.
And that's just it. It'll balance itself out. But like Jay Money, he likes to have that instant gratitude. I want to say hello before I touch anymore. I want to say hello to Sin. Sin, thank you for coming by, and please stop by anytime you want, baby. She's also a fantastic DIYer. Seriously. Fresh Oats Breed, like Bachelor said, is another one that you can follow. But like Jay Money is that kind of instant gratification. When he gets that bottle, he wants to crack that open and vape it. So he would be a good person that would, want someone that could make him e-liquid. That's something that he would like. And then he could, just send them the money. They make that liquid. Everybody's happy. And, nobody's getting rich because they're not in the business of it. You're just helping one another. That's how this country was built, was doing, your bartering and stuff, or if you don't have cash, hey, I got a mod, maybe make me some juice. You know what I mean? That's what me and Deb did. She needed a constant contact switch for her Dreamer. I had one I wasn't using. I was going to send it to her. She said, well, what do you want for it? I said, just make me some DIY liquid. I was happy, and she surprised me. She made me more than that. Then she sent me that glass case that I showed. Fucking beautiful. And if you haven't seen that, go follow her on Instagram and check out that. what she had for pictures over there. She does beautiful work, not just on the cases. She also makes like little, sun catcher butterflies and everything. You like that, Aunt Flo? Dad,
I hope it's better than the butterfly you sent me earlier.
Speaking of which, Tommy, Deb, I got your box in a couple days ago. I've just been really down with the back pain. It will be going out Monday, along with some extras that I'm putting in there for you. So you should have your package by middle of next week. So,
well, Alicia, you should talk to Truckin about tiramisu. He's a tiramisu kind of guy.
Yeah, I love my tiramisu.
But when it comes to DIY, I know Fresh 03 that we just mentioned a few moments back. He does a great DIY, but you'd have to go follow him, and you could make them. He has different recipes on ELR, and if you follow that, it's very simple. And DIY can be overwhelming because you hear people saying, "Oh, they got to get a scale. You got to get this. You got to get this." Those are things that you can get, but just to start out, you can get the 1 mil little, non-needle dispensers, and you can, get a pack of 50 of them for like $3-4. I mean, not expensive, maybe $5 on. Well, now it's kind of more on Amazon, but when I got mine, I got like a whole case for like $10 for like 100 of them, and you can just pull them out. They do 1 mil at a time, and you could save that for that certain flavor, rinse it out, but put it back in its case, but mark that case what that flavor is and reuse that over. So you don't have to keep on buying those. And because on ELR, it'll tell you there's different mills. You can use grams if you have a scale. You can use drops. You can set it up however it is, but it's pretty simple. It can be overwhelming, but it's also pretty simplifying too, if you look at it. Yes, absolutely, Church. Scale is the most absolutely easiest way. But when people are talking, trying to get into it, they want to buy this, they want to buy this. You don't have to overwhelm yourself with that. You can get started, right? For like $45, you can get a good scale. Absolutely. I've seen a nice one over on Amazon that they have, and it was right around $40 for it. Child med syringes for mixing as well. Yes, exactly, Don. That's what I'm saying. Pipettes is another one. Those are even, they have the bulb up on top, the little plastic thing, and it just sucks up. And it's, again, 1 mil. You can do so that way there. When you're making small batches to try it out, to do the DIY, you can simplify it. And those pipettes, when you're done with it, you can just toss them. They're that cheap.
Yeah, that's something Joe, I'm going to be getting into.
I mean, and DIY. Go ahead, J Money.
DIY is just not for me. It's not something I want to do.
Right, and that's what I was saying. Like I said, you'd rather have it right then and there for you.
I'd rather pay somebody to do it for me than fucking search it out and buy all the bullshit that comes along with it. And if it helps somebody out, with their cost, then I'm more willing to do it that way. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not something I want to do.
Right. And it's not for everybody. You're exactly right. But at least when you already know where you're in that position that you don't want to get to that point. So it's just like with your coils. You could make the coils if you wanted to, but you'd rather go over to Mitch Green and get them from him. Again, simplify. It's like me. I can make coils. I can make coils all day long. Not as good as the ones that I use. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'd rather support somebody by doing that, and I'm still getting what I want. So it's just the same thing with DIY. You know what I mean? If you don't want to do it and make it right away, you can get it from. There's people that do make it that you can, you can work out something. You don't have to run it as a business. You know what I mean? You can barter. That's how this country was built.
Well, and even on that, Tom, this watermelon taffy, the reason it came was my daughter was talking with Thomas one day. I had gotten some watermelon taffy from Direct E-Juice. on one of my bundles that I buy. And she's like, I would love to, to get that flavor, again. So Thomas went out and bought everything and made several runs and got it to where, it is now, which is almost identical to that flavor. And, Thomas did it because he likes DIY and he really didn't ask for anything. But my daughter decided that, his birthday was coming up at the time and she wanted to do something nice. So a bunch of us got together and bought him some Addies and a boxer mod. And, it came from everybody because, she's not the only one he makes juice for. He sent me juice. He sends trucking juice. He at the time was sending Lib juice and, has sent it to other people and never asked for a dime for it, So,
And hey, Deb, when you had mentioned about hashtag Aunt Flo, if you look at that recipe, okay, and if you go inside, you'll see that V-Dog actually broke that down. Now, if you look at that recipe, many of you DIYers that do know what mustard milk is. It's percentages of your strawberries and your creams, okay? And it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple recipe. Well, I kind of did a remix of it with 3 different types of strawberries and 3 different types of creams. So that's where I got it as Aunt Flo. That's just kind of the thing that was just kind of, but it's really just a remix of mustard milk. And it's a very good strawberry and cream. But like I said, I did it as a remix. So, and I mean, I think it's really came out pretty good, but that Aunt Flo, but there's, 6 different flavors in there, but you could actually get it into 2 if you really wanted to. It's that simple. But I did it, broke it down as 3 and 3, just so I could change my strawberry to the way I wanted my strawberry. Instead of being too candy-ish or just little too, I made the strawberry into my taste. You know what I mean? So I used the 3 different strawberries and I used the 3 different creams. But you don't have to get that in depth. There's a lot of good ones. Like I said, mustard milk, it's actually 2 flavors. If you go back and just type in mustard milk, and you can find the OG mustard milk, it's 2 flavors. It's strawberry cream. And if you like that flavor profile, that's such a simple one to make. And it's only like 5 days steep time onto that, for real.
Another one that does a lot of mixing that's really good is Mark Sr.
Mark Sr. is an amazing mixer.
Yeah,
I saw him from when he first started mixing. I remember back in the day when he first started mixing to where he is now. He's like above and beyond.
Yeah.
Like,
but what I was going to get with onto that recipe is V-Dog. You see him pop out in chat. He also does DIY, but he broke down that recipe that I had done and he mixed it up. It cost him $1.43 to make 30 mils of it. With my breakdown of my flavors, it cost $1.43 to make a 30 ml bottle of that liquid of Aunt Flo. $1.40. Let that sink in. $1.43. Once you get something that works to do that, I love the taste of Aunt Flo in my hell yeah, dude. That's why I had to call it that just for that reason, brother. Subaru. But yeah. But yeah, that's like I said, I mixed mustard milk, gonna mix yours over the weekend. Cool. Thank you, Deb. Yeah, like I said, it's exactly the same kind of percentages as your mustard milk. It's just a breakdown of the creams and your strawberry are just in 3s. So but it's not thirds. It's broke down a little bit because you got certain strawberries a little bit more sweeter than other ones. So I kind of broke the percentages down to that way.
I got a sweet cream for you, Tom.
Oh, I bet you do, baby. My mouth is wide open. Ah, yeah. I'll bet. I know you can't get any liquids in New York. That's what I'm talking about. It's just a fucking thing. So yeah, you're glad. You're glad that you DIY. Absolutely. I mean, because it's going to get to that point where you can't. And then, like even Joe and Kevin C said, and where a lot of the states that you are getting it, it's being overpriced. It's being gouged. So it's either you guys are going to have to stop, that's what their ultimate goal is. And that's why, like I said, I mean, first it was bad for vaping. THC is killing you. And then we had this, and then we have this, and these are just deflections and little things just keep on. There's a thing going on here. You can actually see the steps if you follow it. But eventually, if this shit happens, what are you guys going to do? What is your end result? Like I said, I don't do what I do here. I don't show up here because I have to. I do this because I'm okay with me. I want the people that are coming up behind me to be able to stop smoking and still be able to enjoy the benefits of vaping without having to smoke, be able to get your nicotine without all the ash and tar. You know what I mean? I'm okay with me. I don't do this for me. I want to be able to get the people that haven't had a chance, an opportunity to get out of that cigarettes, out of their life. And this is what I wanted to do. And I want to say hello also to, we have Angel, Devil Girl, what is happening? Big Red, what is going on? We also have Al Ben, what is happening? Yes, Mark Sr. is a good mixer, that's for sure.
Now, I have a question because I take it Al Ben lives in New York. Are you still able to buy the flavorings for DIY, to make the juice, or have they banned that too?
I don't know that answer. I want to say hello to Scott, Simple Vapes. What's going on, my brother? I believe you could still get all your flavors that you can still, and I mean, because like I just had to get some nicotine in, okay? And everywhere you go, so I ended up getting some from Flavor Barn. I bought 250 mils. Get this, $12.99 for 250 mils of 48 milligram nicotine. All right. It cost $18 to have it shipped. $18 to have it shipped. It was only $13 for the product. So $31 to have for $12, $13 worth of nicotine. Yeah, it's been all on the East Coast, Deb. We had some killer storms last night up here, and I know they were heading down towards your guys' way down towards Jersey.
Shit, I wish we would.
A little dry out there.
I
love those storms, man.
And Al Ben said, yeah, you could still get flavors there. But so, I mean, there's going to be a lot of places that you're not going to be able to, like I said, even with Deb down in New Jersey. So if you don't have a hookup, find one.
Well, then but that comes into another problem though, Tommy, that you got. You have groups in the vaping community itself that attack people for making juice.
Yep.
It's kind of like if the government's not taking away our fucking right for the shit, other people, other vapors are trying to take away that right for us to choose on who we fucking do.
But we all grew up and we all used before a lot of states had that allowed THC marijuana to be legal. We all had our hookups. We didn't broadcast who we got it from. You know what I mean? We could still do the same thing. We get our hookups. You just don't say where you got it from.
And that's the juice that I can't talk about. That's a hookup that I have that, he's a good DIYer. He's a good mixer. It's just, he has to keep it quiet about selling it because of the simple fact that too many people want to go after him.
Joke them if they can't take a fuck.
That's right. Joke them if they can't take a fucking. Absolutely right, Sin. There are always sales around the major holidays. Never pay full price. And yes, I see that you wait for when you buy in it for it's on sale and when you get the free shipping because it does take a lot. The voice is stopped. I have a new dude. I'm so happy for you, man. That's. I told you before. You know, just keep your eyes wide open, man. That's awesome. I'm happy for you, Scott. I really am, man. I really am. But anyways, another thing that we touched on last week is that I said I would have in my Nightbot that I would be having for you guys to email questions in. I just had such a busy week. I didn't get a chance to put it into my Nightbot. I'll try to have it in there for tomorrow night's show. So be looking out for that. And then, again, it's going to break down where you can send the questions to. And the subject line will be just, panel questions or show questions. I'll break it down for you. Anyways, you'll see it in the Nightbot. And then this way here, you guys can send it in. But we did have one question from last week when we were talking about masturbating throughout the day, even at work. And Liv, what is going on? And we had a question from one of our fine people in this community. Wanted to know how many men out there have actually, well, even women, I guess, have used a vacuum to help get them off. River Supply has good prices and free shipping if you spend $50. Absolutely. But so I just curious, how many have actually right, Sin? Okay, I didn't know if you wanted me to say who it was.
Of course, that question would come from Sin.
So again, to reiterate, for all you men and women, put an X1 in the chat if you have used a vacuum cleaner hose or vacuum cleaner to help, finish the job off. Let's see those X1s. Light it up. All right, I'll start.
I never even thought about it.
I've never even thought about that.
See, my dick is always hard, so I'm always thinking about how I can get rid of this thing. You don't want to be walking around with a loaded gun, man. No, no, I'm not hoovering my dick. No. No, I'm talking like a shop vac, Something that you can really just get that fucking thing right in there.
A lot of fucking suction power, huh?
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And Scott, I'm sorry, bro.
That's just something that I've never even thought about, to tell you the truth.
Really?
No, I've never thought about it.
Remember that movie, Something About Mary? Doofus? I'm cleaning my room.
No, that's that scary movie thing.
Was that? I thought that was in no, that was in Something About Mary too. Doofus. He ended up
no, yeah,
it was
a scary movie. It's the Scream ripoff.
That's right, Don. Balls and all, baby. Yeah, that's the only way
I'm cleaning my room. I'm cleaning my room. Yeah, that's that scary movie.
Scary movie, yeah.
The Scream ripoff. I'm cleaning my room. He's dragging his vacuum with him.
Yeah, that was Dewey in Scary Movie. You're exactly right. That's where it was. It was Dewey. I had the name, wrong movie. So you were correct, J Money. Scott verified it. Simple Vapes. See, Tony, you got a couple shop vacs. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, shit. Well, yeah, if she's doing it right. But, like I said, I'll tell you, my mama, bless her heart, I love her all to pieces. She knows how to take care of this thing. First of all, no, I'm not even going to say what nationality is because then it just makes it sound like it's one other thing. I'm not trying to say it that way. I'm just saying my wife's a freaking horn toad, okay? She's just as bad as me. She likes the cock as much as I love the ass. You know what I'm saying? So she takes care of that. But still, throughout the day, I've always been that way. I'm always walking around with a loaded gun. So, I don't want to be firing off wherever I go. So sometimes you got to take care of it. You know what I'm saying?
Great.
It's
now
like if you have
to be stopping to get a shot back.
I'm just saying, if you have to poop, don't you have to stop to go poop? Same thing.
Yeah, but not with a shop vac. You
Well,
stick a shop vac up your. You don't stick a shop vac up your ass to suck the shit out.
It might help to get the fucking gerbils out.
It might.
You know, any of those fucking Alaskan pipelines could be still up there.
You have to ask Richard Gere on that situation.
You never know. You might have a remainder of an Alaskan pipeline still there.
Didn't Richard Gere get busted with a gerbil up his ass and had to go to the
I think it was
hospital or
Richard
something?
Gere, man. Yeah, I think it was Richard Gere. How do you explain that? Sir, you have a gerbil up your ass. Well, that's it. I'm never sleeping naked again. No, that isn't how it happened.
You had somebody
Jeff,
pipe that fucker in your butt.
Oh, yeah, dude. They fucking got those big, long glass tubes, and they fucking it just fucking whoops right in. I mean, I'm just saying.
Have you ever had somebody at the other end going,
No, that's
shut up, now shut the lamp up.
keeps your shop back because you get that reverse on the side. That it sucks it. So I mean.
But that's what's good about the shop vac because it's got 5-gallon capacity, 10-gallon capacity. Dude, you can keep it right on the side of your bed. No more cum socks. All right? You're talking 5-10-gallon capacity, dude. It's like comfort. Right there.
Well, Joe doesn't use vacuums. He uses pressure cookers because he's all about that mac and cheese. So.
Hey, you be quiet over there and don't pick out your shop back.
Could you imagine the smell after 3 days?
I think it'd be funky as fuck. And you'd never get rid of that smell. As soon as you turn that on, it'd be...
I think you'll be all right as long as you have an EPA filter. You'll be good.
Well, fuck. Then you can reverse it and spackle your wall.
There you go. Man spackle.
Man spackle. Yeah. There's always a Florida man that would be hell yes, and that's for sure. It's always somebody in Florida. There was a man in Florida that had the gerbil in his ass. It's always a man in Florida. I'm just you think about it. Just sitting around playing some video games. Anybody ever have a gerbil up your ass? Let's go get one. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly, Jim. I think Herb has to fucking work, so he's probably crashed, man.
Oh, yeah. He could be getting up for work anytime.
Yeah, because he usually gets up right around 12, I know. So I got some good news today. I had my review at work. I got a $1.50 raise.
Nice.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. That was like so awesome. You figure, it ain't much, but it's $1.50. That's fucking like $60
Adds
a
up.
week, man,
Adds up.
Hell yeah. But so I got,
dude,
so I must,
I told you before we started. It doesn't matter if it's 5 cents, 10 cents, $1.50, $50. Any raise is a raise, and any more money that you are welcome to, it's always a good thing.
Yep.
All kinds of raises are good, not just those kinds.
That's right. Hell yeah.
No, that's right.
Thank you, Liv. But like I said, when I told you, when I first got out of high school, I was making 75 cents an hour when I first started working at Wearing Products. 75 cents an hour. Swallow that, people. 75 cents an hour. All right. My first raise was a nickel. That was $2 more a week in my paycheck. That was exciting. All
Showing
right?
your age, Tommy.
Dude, for real. I remember a pack of cigarettes being 65 cents a pack in a fucking machine.
No, I remember $1. That's about as low as I go.
I remember gas being 75 cents a gallon.
Hell yeah.
I'm 55, Sin. I'm going to be 56 this year, so I'm old as dirt. But thanks to vaping, I'm still around.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, and I'm still carrying all this pretty around with me. Fuck yeah.
Who else is gonna do it?
That's it. Yeah, exactly, Tony. 75 cents a pack. 65 for that of the machine. I remember that, man. That's just so fucking crazy. You tell people that, and they're like, really?
Hey, Tom, do you remember those candy machines? It was full of candy, and the last 2 rows were cigarettes. And you just pull that knob, and they
Yep.
fucking flop out.
Even those,
Comes-
those old
comes
machines,
next.
man.
Right next to the coffee machine, you get a cup of coffee, and you have to add sugar and creamer, and you
Yeah,
get
you have to
whatever
hit-
they give you
Yeah.
for a dime, or a chicken broth.
Holy
Angel
shit, I'm
Girl,
on a panel that I'm the youngest one here. What the fuck? I just realized that. Damn.
Angel Girl, she says, panel, your ages are showing. Well, 3 out of the 4 are. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Well,
you
you
know,
know.
With the 3, you got a bind total of like 150 years.
she can't really say much about age because her 13, she just had
149.
13, so
I'm not 50. I'm not 50, but 140 at least.
And it's only a fucking
Close
number.
enough.
Dude. When you fuck
Yeah.
like I do, I still fuck like I'm 19, dude. So, you keep yourself fucking straight, man. It's fucking age. It's just a number.
That's the only exercise you need. That's the best workout program you could possibly have.
Benelli.
Yeah,
So just-
I don't even know what the hell they had for dinner tonight. I didn't fix it.
He always comes in hard, man. He always does. I fucking love it. So what time is your appointment tomorrow, Joe?
11:15.
Awesome. Make sure you let us all know how you make out.
Yeah, my dumb ass set the fucking time for my ride to come pick me up at like 10 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna be there an hour beforehand, but maybe they can get me in sooner.
Yeah, I always go early just so maybe they do take me in early anytime that I have any kind of appointment. I'm kind of anal about that. Also, absolutely, Ryan Life, you always got to come hard. Damn right.
Ryan Life, what's up, brother?
Real Stevie J. Never late, brother. You're here. War Pig's in the house. And again, like I said, you always, when anybody drops a hashtag, I shout it out. So again, if you guys are part of the trucking crew, put it in there. I shout it out. You guys, I love you all, man. I love when you guys show up. So if you represent, I can represent for you too.
Well, I will say this: tomorrow night, I will be going live around 7 o'clock. Have a special guest coming on.
Oh,
Hell
shit.
yeah.
When they tune in.
And Ryan Life, J Money, he said, "What up, J Money?" And Ryan Life also said, hashtag trucking crew. So did Benelli. Hell yeah. Tommy's
What up?
big dick. Hell yeah. Thank you very much there, brother, man. We got Mark Sr. out there. DIY crew. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. Like I said, you guys want to represent, I'm with you. Sin, you're such an amazing woman. You really are. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So, Jay Money, when's the next Outsider? You guys know? Probably talk to Dez. And no?
I don't know.
All right. That
What was
works.
the last, you know,
Yeah, sometimes I find out before you. It has
and
happened.
I mean, to be fair, I don't even know how much longer I'm going to be a part of that. So,
Well, that's sad, and I hope it doesn't come to that because I think the three of you guys make a hell of a show. You guys really do, and and I understand what you were saying to me earlier, and I get it. You know what I mean? But I hope things straighten out because I think the three of you guys really feed well off in one another. You know?
oh yeah, I agree 100%. But you know, right now
But
it's
I get
just
it.
up in the wind, and I don't know how much longer I can be a part of it.
I get it. I totally get it, man. I mean, and like I said, I mean, you're always welcome to however you want to touch on it. But if you don't, I get it because me and you've talked privately, so I totally understand.
Right, right. I'm not going to put our shit out there because it's not my place. But I just know that I'm not happy, and I probably won't be there much longer.
No, you're always welcome here. You know that. Anytime, you're always welcome.
Yeah,
And
all
Stevie
good.
J. Yep. No, I'm not saying
Like I
anything
said,
like that. I'm just saying.
No, like I said, I love coming on your show.
Yep.
I love coming on Trucking Show. I like especially coming all over Trucking Show.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Here we go.
Like a fucking bukkake, man. Just all of us just coming all over him.
Bukkake. Yeah. You know, when it comes
You better
down,
make me
and we'll
fucking
figure-
dinner first.
Oh, I will. I'll cook that steak.
Oh, shit. He does make some killer looking steaks, man. I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah,
But
it's enough to go to Wyoming.
as far as I know, I have no clue what we do, when we're doing it, how we're doing it, and that's part of the problem. It went from everybody knowing to nobody knowing.
Yep.
So I guess we or they will figure it out.
Yep. And Stevie J, I do have to agree. If you do something, you do own it. I will say that you are a fucking stand-up dude on that for sure. Thomas Hall, absolutely. Cock-a-poo-poo. Hell yeah. And Mark Senior wants to know, are you cooking up some tube steak for trucking? Well, he didn't say he's trucking. I kind of threw that in there. David Sampith.
Only if you get to sample it first, Tommy.
I'm smoking some tube steak.
Oh, shit.
There goes the penis butter.
I'll check it out, Stevie, for real, man.
Nice hickory apple flavor to it.
Oh, shit.
So
Hickory apple cock.
Should be
Diggy!
delicious.
Hickory apple cock. It's not hickory dickory dock. It's hickory apple cock.
Oh,
Exactly.
I need some coffee. Yeah, because somebody fell asleep tonight. Somebody fell asleep before the show and woke up 20 minutes before the show started. I think I've done well.
yeah.
Well, hell, when you sent me the fucking invite, I had only been up for about 10 minutes, so.
I'm
You
setting
didn't
up and
fall
I'm like,
asleep on your chair this time?
No, fuck. I get about an hour's worth out of sitting in this fucking chair, and then I got to lay down and fucking try to get comfortable.
that's gotta suck, man. V-Dog, what is happening, my brother?
Oh, it has. I haven't been around much at all this fucking week.
I really haven't
Shit,
either. I mean, I was able to. I think I've caught 2 of Trucking's lives, and it's only because it's been early in the morning when I was at my desk.
Yeah, I got up this morning and wanted to go live, so fucking we went live in, and then I laid back down after that.
And Benelli says, "We know you're sleeping, Joe." Heck yeah, there, V Dog. Appreciate it, man. That goes without saying, Joe. It happens, though, right? I get it, man.
But right now, if I can fucking fall asleep, I do it. It's much better than being in the fucking pain all the time. So
now, when you're saying fucking sleep, it's like you're gonna fuck and then go to sleep, because that's what I do. After I get done fucking, I want to go right to sleep.
nah, it's fucking painful. I just try to get to sleep. Fuck it.
I get done fucking. I want to eat something and then go to bed.
Yeah, see, when I'm all done, I mean, because I fuck hard, man. I do. I fuck hard. I mean, I can move mountains. You know, after I get done hammering, after I get done laying the old pipe, I'm kind of exhausted. You know, so I just kind of like roll over and.
You trying to say pipe laying is hard work?
Yes, it is. Yeah, see?
Yeah,
Ryan Life. He knows all about that vacuum life. Hell yeah. We touched on that, Ryan. Hell yeah, man. I keep my shop vac right over there, just for those times. Have a great night, Angel Girl. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, I just want
Love you,
to
kiddo.
Exactly, Jerk.
lay the pipe, grab a snack, and then go to bed. Because you got to replenish a little bit of all the fucking shit you let go of.
Yeah, that's true, because when I release, she looks like a fucking glazed donut by the time I get done. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm never gonna look at a glazed donut the same now. Thanks.
Dripping all over off her eyes and everything. Don't shoot it in my eye. Too late. You know, and some of them it bothers them, and some of them it don't. You know, they're gonna give me pink eye. Well, you want me to eat your ass? I'm gonna get pink eye too. So take it, bitch. You know?
What's fair is fair.
That's right. You want me to fucking eat some ass and get a pink eye? You're taking this, bitch, whether you like it or not.
Well, 9 times out of 10, once you shoot it, it goes wherever it wants to. You have no control over it.
No, dude.
Don't hit the eyeball. It just goes. It goes everywhere.
I can hit a fucking fly in flight. I've practiced.
What are you gonna
so
do,
much
Mr. Miyagi? That shit.
Hell yeah, dude. You know when you wax on and wax off. Ow! And and that's just it, because then they splat against the wall like Spider-Man's been there. And again, you've heard me touch about that, because Spider-Man, he can go fucking shoot his fucking shit all over the place. He's a fucking superhero. I do it. I'm a pervert. There's a problem here in America, people.
And David,
Well, obviously,
this is
Tommy
Tommy
right now.
Never had that on at the gym. Just saying.
Never play my shit in the gym. Yes, definitely. Sorry to the 26 people at the gym. They're like, what the fuck? Oh, fuck. Whew. Yeah, I had a fucking rough week this week, man, because, and I know a lot of other people that are working are starting to see now that everything is starting to open back up a little bit. Companies are going back to work, and anybody that's in.
Oh, I see the light.
Hell
Florida.
yeah, Black Cat fan,
Thank
man.
God.
Hell yeah. Nice. You're into Florida now?
Yes.
Nice.
Ooh.
Shit, we've been up for an hour already. Well, 55
Doing pretty
minutes.
good since
Hell
I
yeah.
left Pennsylvania this morning.
Wow, dude, you made some good fucking time. And speaking of Pennsylvania, I want to, everybody, send some positive vibes over to Santos. He lost one of his doggies today. They both ran out and one passed. So go over to if you're a friend of Batman's, send some condolences. He lost one of his fur babies today, like I said, and
Oh damn!
they both got loose, and after a while they did find them, but one of them it was just too much heat exhaustion because they're little Boston Terriers, I think they were.
Yeah.
And they just don't do well. I know because my stepdaughter has a Boston Terrier that we dog sit from time to time with. And he has problems in this kind of weather as well. Also, they have problems with breathing. And he did get both dogs, but one just didn't make it. So anybody, please, if you're a friend of Batman, send some condolences his way and send some positive vibes and lots of love to him, man.
That sucks, man, because I'd be fucking devastated if I lost my dogs.
It's terrible. It's heartbreaking. I mean, like I said, I just lost one of my dogs a couple weeks ago, and so it sucks. It's like it's losing one of your kids, man.
Yeah, absolutely. You can fucking you see he pops up here and there all the time, so he's always with me.
Mm-hmm.
He's back there, passed out, I think, somewhere.
Oh yeah, I see him.
He's at the buffet right now, licking his butthole like it's cool.
He's eating ass right now. There you go. Following Tommy's footsteps.
Motherfucker licks his ass like it's a fucking open free night at the buffet.
And that's just it, when I was the manager at Agway, people would come in and they want a certain flavor for their dog. Why do you need certain flavors? They lick their ass. That's the flavor that they're really into, man. They're always licking their ass. Well, they do it for cleaning purposes, of course, but they're still licking their ass. And then how many times do you think about it when a dog comes over and licks your face? He's licked his ass. Let that sink in. And David.
No, I already.
I'll just read him what
my dog acts like it. So every time he tries to lick me in the face, I push him away.
Go, come on, Dad. Come on.
You were just eating soup, bro. Get away.
Oh man.
I talk to my dog like he's a person, so it's one of the
dude, Tony, that sucks, man.
Come here.
Exactly, Coyle. You are 100% right. Why does a dog lick his balls? Because he can. You bet your ass. If I could lick my balls, if I could be like my cat and throw my leg up over my head and lick my own balls, I'd never leave my house. Willow, we got more pigs in the house. What is happening?
No, you were just licking your fucking balls. No.
Truckin, he's muted, but I know he can hear it. He says, for the record, Truckin has licked worse, but he got a mod out of it. That's a win. Totally kidding, though. But he didn't say about the win, but it is a win. So, Mr. Coverfire, what's happening? Thank you for joining us as well, man. Absolutely, Benelli. Your dog is your kid. Absolutely. Exactly, Willow. He gets it. He's another one that gets it. If he can lick his own balls. And I was really surprised you can because, there's not much there holding you. I'm like, we got big old bellies, so we really can't bend over. But you ain't got no belly. That's right. You're kidding. You can lick your balls, huh? Come on. Just kidding. I love you, brother.
Get it. You better get it. Jesus
I'll
Christ.
tell you, though. If I could, I would never leave my house. I probably wouldn't even be married. Tiny dick issues. Fuck.
Well, when we don't be on here anymore, Tommy, then we will know you figured out how to lick your own balls.
That's true.
Tommy, here's the thing that baffles me the most, okay? I live in a really secluded area, so but we have a shit ton of homeless people. So I see all these homeless people here, and they always have dogs. Well, if you can't take care of yourself, how are you taking care of that animal? I feel more sorry for the animal than I feel for the person.
Yeah, I have to agree there.
Look, I will tell you from experience.
Huh?
I would tell you from experience, because I worked with homeless people for a long time. A lot of them will get the money to buy their animals, their dogs, food, and not buy their own food. They'll go without to make sure that animal has food for them. So
I just don't get it, man. Fucking, before I would have an animal and keep it with me, I would need a place to stay and live and be secure to take care of that fucking animal, because at that point, that's your companion.
Yep.
And to not, I mean, I understand about the whole panhandling thing. I get it. And I'm not talking shit about anything. All I'm saying is that if I was homeless, I would not have an animal to try to take care of, because you can't take care of you. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of an animal.
And I agree, because we have an area close to where we are. They call Tent City. And it's a lot of them they're homeless people, but a lot of them are drug addicts that are all there. And I'd say probably 80% of them have dogs. And a lot of it is because they're using the dog, and the dogs are starving. You can see it, but they're doing it as security for what they got in their area of Tent City. You know, and when I'm saying Tent City, there's probably an acre and a half, and there's probably 40 to 50 people living in tents in this area. You know what I mean? And like I said, and you know that these dogs are not getting the care and the food, but the dogs will always give you unconditional love. Even if you're starving them to death, they'll still love you to death, man. You know what I mean? And they'll protect you, because you are to them, you are theirs. You know what I mean? And they're going to take care of you. And it's sad, and you're exactly right. There's a lot of them that are not taking care of them, and they can't take care of themselves, but yet they have that to protect what shit that they do have, you know? And
it's that protection. I mean, a lot of them feel safer with dogs around them. But you also have a lot more of your bigger towns. You have them tent cities going up for the homeless population, and a lot of them towns will there'll be people that will bring in food and stuff to the people in the tent city and the animals in there. So
Yep. And like Sin said, out in San Francisco, they give them a $75 worth of food for their dogs per month, and they can only buy dog food with it because they got the coupons. So it gives them.
That's awesome.
That is phenomenal.
That's fucking awesome. That's probably the best thing I've heard in a long time.
Yeah,
because
we have a lot of food pantries that they allow, the homeless can go in there once a month, and they'll give them, 50 pounds of dog food or, cat food, whatever it is, the animal that they have, they'll give them, food for that animal through the food pantry.
Right. It just breaks my heart to see fucking, because like being from a major city and then moving here, there's a big difference, because the homeless in Memphis and the homeless here are two different things. Because I would, first of all, if I was homeless and have to beg to get by, I wouldn't live here, because it's fucking freezing ass cold 9 months of the year here. I'd rather be somewhere. If I'm gonna, and no shit aside, if I was gonna be homeless and could get myself somewhere, I'd be in like Florida or Southern California, someplace like that where the climate is, justified for you being homeless.
Yep.
If you need to sleep on the beach one night and it gets 70 degrees, fuck, so be it. But you don't want to be here when it gets negative 34 and homeless because you're under an overpass. And then you got a fucking animal you have to take care of, and they're freezing their balls off.
And absolutely,
it
Rob,
doesn't work.
Ray Wabowski, you're exactly right. Every dog deserves a good pet human. You're exactly right, man. And a pig is, I mean, I know your pig has a dog, but a pig is actually a pretty good pet because, you know, you have some, if you have a couple of pigs, but you have some humans that you don't like, feed them to the pigs. That's what I'm saying, man. Nothing will be found. Nothing will be found. It'll be gone. So pigs are a good thing.
I know what I pay monthly to feed my dog isn't cheap. But he don't eat shit food either.
Right.
No, and you know, I mean, let's face it, a 50-pound bag of dog food for a dog Jack size is what, you know, not even a full month.
Dude, it cost a month. It cost me anywhere from about 70 to about 180 a month, depending on what time of year it is and how much he wants to eat. Because he eats less in the summertime because it's hot, but in the wintertime he feeds like nonstop. So and plus you got to think he's an AKC purebred Weimaraner. He's a blue blood dog. I'm not going to feed him shit.
Right. And that's just it. It's like all of our dogs. I mean, I don't even want to tell you what we spend on our dogs. I mean, our dogs once a month, they all go to their groomers. They all, you know, get their pamp. They always have for 15 years. Every month, they all go to their groomers. They get their shampooing. They get their nails done. They get the full thing every month, and they get excited for it. They know it. You know what I mean? That's not even counting the food, the amount of money that our dogs get. But like I said, you know, I mean, all of our animals are like our kids, you know, and everyone that has passed are on our mantle. They all have their own urn, everything, because they're always going to be with us no matter what. You know what I mean? But it's a responsibility when you have an animal, like you were saying, that if you're homeless, you shouldn't, you know, it's just a bad situation. But like I said, I've seen it in Tent City where they use them just for protection. Sanctioned Tent City have with security testing and sanitation facilities. That's awesome that they have done that there, Sin. And Tony Laura, you're exactly right. The teeth are the only thing that they would find.
Because when Jack dies, I'm eating him.
Yep.
I'm making dog tacos.
I'll be back, Tommy.
All right, man.
No, I'm playing, but
yeah, exactly, Benelli. That's about right for each dog. I couldn't even tell you the hundreds of dollars because my wife makes sure that they have all their toys, and if something goes wrong, they get thrown out. She gets new ones. She's kind of anal about that shit, and that's all right.
Yeah, that's the way I am with him. You know, he's bags and bags of fucking treats and bags of chews. He's got toys everywhere, and just because I spoil him rotten, and and my mother spoils him even worse than I do because that's her grandbaby.
Yep.
You know, so my granddad always makes a joke. Who's got who trained?
Oh, absolutely. Hell yeah, Diggy. I love anal, man. Hell yeah. My wife does too. That's what I love about her. Anyways.
He always says when he's hungry. He always says when he wants this, and he always says he wants that. Because if not, he bugs the shit out of you until he gets what he wants.
They know. They train us. Absolutely. Even the cats got me trained. They know. I wake up in the morning. I got one especially. It's right here in my face. Meow, meow. Literally sitting on my chest, her face in my face.
He does that shit when, because especially on my days off, I'll be asleep and I'm like, I'm sleeping in today, and I'll roll over and he'll fucking be in my face whining, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? He'll just sit there and stare at me, and then I have to fucking roll over and cover my head, because if not, he won't leave me alone until fucking I get up and fucking do something for him. He wants me to do something. So I have to try to figure out what the fuck he wants, what he's doing, because we have him on a really strict feeding regimen, because he's a fat fuck right now. I'm trying.
And they will, man. If you overfeed them, they will eat. You know what I mean? And good night, Deb. Thank you very much for stopping by. Much love to you, baby.
Night, Deb.
Hell yeah.
He's that dude that I could ask him right now, you want to go eat? And he'll run straight up the stairs.
Yep.
Wherever you go, don't tell him goodbye. Don't tell him goodbye.
Oh, yeah. I can't.
You don't like that?
No.
You don't like that, huh?
Not on my days off. He will not have it. But yeah, I'll see you later. No, he's tired. He don't care.
He's out. He's out. A dingo ate your baby.
Huh.
Well, we're actually past our hour, and I know you got to stay up to about what, another hour there trucking?
Shit, I got longer than that. I got at least 4 hours.
Damn, dude. Well, we'll wait for Joe to get back here, then we'll do our little outros. But make sure tomorrow night y'all stop by and definitely check us out. And I will have the night by. I will do my best to make sure I have that in there for the questions to be put in there for you guys to ask to the panel. I'll start doing that. I'll try to get it in there tomorrow. I have it all set up. I got my email and everything all set up. It's just I just been crazy all this whole week. Yeah, it's about right. They're saying about $50 a month to feed the cat. Yep, I believe it.
Shit, that's cheap.
For one cat, though, that's not bad, though. It's about right for our cats. We spend
I got a pig.
Yeah. Wow, I've seen those dogs that would do that.
My dog likes to steal $32 tacos.
Yeah.
His 50-pound bag of dog food cost me almost $100.
Yep.
I always dread dog food buying time. It's like
raw is the way to go, though, Sin.
Yeah.
If you can, I mean, if anybody can, it really is the more natural way and the healthiest way for your animals is raw food.
I mix a egg in my dog's food every once in a while.
Yep.
Or a coat.
See, I seen this thing today. I don't know what the price is. I'll have to check it out, but it's called Fresh Food, and it's for dogs and cats. And
like wet food.
It actually well, no, it's dry, but everything's organic, and it actually has an expiration date on it. So they're eating fresh food constantly, not that fucking regular kibble
filler.
Yeah, it's all filler, spray flavored shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about buying him some, but I'm afraid to because I don't know what's gonna fucking cost me.
And Justin Stewart, you have 7 dogs. That's awesome. And exactly right there, Sin. Cats and dogs have no need for grain. That does not need to be in their system. Raw organs are the best. Absolutely, Tony. It helps keep their whole internal balance going. It keeps everything straight. Rice, chicken, veg, chicken stock. Absolutely. They need to have that because like Sin said, that grain that gets in there, You give them that, and then you buy like those rawhide chews. Not the rawhide. Well, the rawhide is really not much value to them either, but it is actually for their teeth. But I mean, it's.
Yeah, I
but
won't
those
give my dog rawhide.
that and those greenies. Remember those greenies that they used to sell? Those hard things, man. They don't break down. If you have a dog that just chews and swallows it, it doesn't break down. If they don't chew it up enough, it will stay in there. Pashi, what is going on, Mama? Here's a big heart for you, baby. Thank you for joining us.
Well, see, I buy my dog rawhide because he's always like if he gets no attention, if I'm just ignoring him, say I'm on a live or something, he'll go chew a wall.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, the rawhide is good for anxiety, and it actually does clean their teeth, but it doesn't break down in their internal. And Pashi, I've heard. I don't have a dog that way, but I suffer from IBS, but I've heard other dogs having IBS, so they have to have special food.
Yeah. Well, because I was playing with his diet for about 4 or 5 months, and it fucked his system up. Like there was times he couldn't shit, and he fucking just
because you're not supposed to just change their food directly. You gotta like ease the food in with the new food and tell the other shit's gone.
Fucking, I just swapped it on him, and it fucking
Yeah.
He had the first gas I've ever smelt in my life. Holy shit!
Take care, Jim. Thank you very much, man.
But yeah, I've got him pretty much where I want him. I was wanting to try that new food because it's supposedly so much healthier for him. So we'll see.
And then one thing I just want to touch on also, people you see, like they go to, some people buy their dogs treats and stuff like that, like Walmart, and you see these bags of bones, and they're supposed to be natural bones. Be very careful with those because a lot of them may be like pork and stuff that can give them splinters, and it can fuck them up also. So be careful on where you get your bones if you're just giving them a natural bone, because it has all this brown glazing onto it to make it all smell and look good for them. The actual bone inside, you got to make sure of what it actually is, because it can fuck up your dog too. So make sure you're looking at that as well.
My dog gets all natural raw meat treats.
Yep.
At Christmas, I bought him one of those natural bones that had marrow in it, and it gave him the vicious shit. Like vicious. Like he would fart and just shoot a stream of poo right out. And I was like, okay, you never get another one of those ever again, because it fucked with his stomach. You know, he can't help it. He can't help it. It's not like he can just go, hey, I need to go outside and shit myself. He just goes and he shoots across the room.
Kind of like that whipped cream thing I sent you.
Yeah.
That fucking thing.
Sometimes you just have to be careful with what you're giving your dog, especially when they're not used to it, because it may fuck with their stomach.
Yep, that's for sure. Ryan, God, the whipped cream.
I thought I was doing a good thing and buying it for him because I thought he would dig it, and fucking I was the one that suffered. He didn't give like, 2 fucks.
And the smell, dude, is like enough to make you just want to go, I just fucking want to puke. It smells like.
That's what's cool about the basement. It's half his carpet and half his tile. And he always went where it was tile, thank God. Dude, that shit, like me trying to clean it up, I was in there going, because it smelled fucking bad. You have to fucking like mask it up, and oh man, it was rough.
So you must like hate it, like when springtime hits, because you get, like you said, you get cold and snow throughout, like 9 months out of the year. So when everything unthaws, you must have like fucking landmines all over the place when they uncover.
Sometimes it just depends. It just depends on how adamant I am about going out and cleaning it up and how cold it is.
Yep.
If it's super cold, fuck with it. But if it's cold, but I can go out there and fucking scoop up shit, I'll do it.
Mhm.
But for the most part, like, because when I first got him, I got him. My boss gave him to me, and she put him in a kennel about 10 hours of a day. So he was
That's
never used to
terrible.
being out of a kennel. Yeah, well, because she worked hours, her husband worked in fucking the oil field, so he would leave at 3 o'clock in the morning and be gone till, 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Yep.
And then she worked a full-time job, so he was always locked up in a kennel. So it was one of those things that her sister, how I got him was her sister moved in and she had 2 Great Danes and 4 cats and she had like a fucking truckload of animals. And he wasn't getting along with them. And I told her when she first got him, because I seen him and held him the first day she got him, because she brought him to work and was showing me him, because I was having a really bad day that day. And having a little baby puppy, it was super cool. And I said, if you ever want to get rid of him, let me know. I'll give you your money back. And she's like, okay. So when her sister was going through her shit and moving in, she's like, hey, I can't, there's no way I can keep Jack and let them live here with their animals. Is there any way that you could take him? And I said, absolutely. I'll take him right now, no questions asked. He was less than a year old when I got him.
Nice.
And I'd been in the dog's life his whole time. So, me and my boss were really fucking good friends. So, I'd go over there and hang out with her and her husband. And I'd play with him and shit. So he already knew who I was. And so when she brought him to me that day, it was kind of sad because she dropped him, her and her husband dropped him off. And we hung out in the front yard and shit. And fucking, they're like, okay, we're going to get ready to leave. And fucking, they jumped in the car and left. And you should have seen him, dude. He was fucking devastated. Like, he didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, my whole yard's fenced off. So he ran as far as he could see. And then he was sticking his head up against the chain link fence, rubbing his head, trying to see him leave around the corner. And he was just crying, wiring his ass off. And I brought him inside. And threw all his toys all over the front room. And he was picking them up and playing with them. And then he would come hang out with me. And then fucking the first night I had him, I was like, come on, buddy, let's go downstairs. And he followed me downstairs. And I went and climbed in my bed. And he jumped in there too. And, it was all good. And because this is actually Jack's bedroom. Well, it's my computer room, but this is Jack's bedroom actually. And he don't even sleep in here unless I'm in here. And if I'm in my room, he's automatically in there with me. And that's why, like, he knows my work schedule, but when I'm at home, I'm not supposed to go anywhere because he can't stand it. He's got separation anxiety so bad because of the fact that, I still feel like he felt like he got dumped off at somebody else's house.
Yeah.
And that's all he remembers is being left.
And they do. They do know that. They do feel that. That's where the anxiety comes from.
Yeah, so when I'm not around, he's super anxious. And when I get home from work, if I don't say hi to him when I walk through the door first off, he flips shit. Like, he can't stand it.
And Willow, you're exactly right. Wow, Weimenheimers are fucking great dogs, man, for sure.
Oh yeah, dude, and they're a one-person dog.
Yeah.
So even though my family's here, like if I'm not here, he clings to my mother, and if my mother's not here, he clings to my grandfather because he needs that. He needs that love. And so when I walk through the door when I get home from work, he's fucking. I was like, was I gone for everybody? And he's just this little fucking nub just going 90 to nothing. And fucking, he wants to jump all over me, and if he doesn't get to kiss me, then fucking it ruins his whole day.
That's funny, Paji.
So I have to go through that. I have to go through that whole ritual with him every time I get home from work. I have to give him a hug, all that shit.
They know he's got you trained. You're and speaking of having trained, did you see what Pachi put out there? Her dog's a damn diva. She whines if the girls don't paint her nails. That's funny. I've seen that. I've seen dogs do that. They get upset because me and my wife have 13 grandchildren, only one boy, so we have 12 girls that are grandchildren, 12 out of the 13, and and they play with all their dogs and everything, and you see them dress them all up and doing different things, silly things, and when they're all still playing, they get upset when they don't play with them at that same time now, because even now they've gotten older, so all the girls kind of like hang out, and the dogs they whine a little bit like, what are we, chop liver? So he is a dozing.
Oh yeah,
mine the same way. Yeah.
If he's not in the mix, he's pissed off.
Benelli, yeah, he's a dog. It's so funny that our animals train us, man.
Yeah, that's why Granddad says all the time. He's like, "Who's got who trained?" Because like I can tell him right now, "Hey Jack, you want a cookie? Come here."
There he comes.
Come here.
I believe in Paji.
Come here, Jack. Want to chew? Want one? Oh no, you want one? Come here. Come here.
Can you imagine though when they look at us and when we talk to our dogs and we always do like our little voices like, "How you doing?" You do crazy shit. Can you imagine what they're thinking? Like, what the fuck? And their tail is wagging. That's probably the way they're laughing. They're like, we'll just wag our tail. They think we're doing something good. Yes, a tiara would look really sweet. Would you ever think about what goes through their head when we do all these silly noises and make, do crazy shit with our animals? I want to chew. Hell yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah,
hell you, I want to chew.
Look at you like you're a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Does that work with your wife or significant other too?
Yes. Get all silly and all.
You didn't get in this goddamn bed.
See, that's what he wanted. He wanted some chews. Give me some chews.
You want one? Huh? Oh,
see this.
son.
Oh shit. Oh, look at that big old nose. Like, come on, guys. Yes, some pet owners are crazy. But yes, the animals make us that way too, though.
Yeah, so I get him these fucking things.
Yep.
Once a month. But he only gets one like every other day.
Yeah,
because it rips his.
Yeah. My pet would do the same thing than that.
Hey, bro, look at your face. What you got, buddy?
Carol Baskin is the greatest pet owner ever. Said no one ever.
Yeah.
Now there's supposed to be a part 2 to that, isn't there? That fucking Tiger King coming out.
What is that? I've never even seen it.
Yeah, I did hear that, and it's really true because she did win. She won the case against Joe Exotic Zoo, so she got that. But yeah, I heard there was going to be a part 2. I started watching some of it. It was just some crazy ass shit, like people down in fucking Alabama shit kind of shit going on.
Yeah, I watched part of it and then shut it off. I was like, nah.
He's down there mowing out.
You know, they say, pet owners are crazy, but you get people that own lions and shit like that and tigers. Those people are fucking nuts.
What happens if you piss that animal off? It's going to eat you.
Exactly. Hashtag fuck Carol Baskins. Hell yeah.
Because I'm a firm believer. Look, if I piss my dog off and he's mad at me, the worst thing he's going to do is shit somewhere and piss me off.
But that's just it. Even when my pet was alive.
You piss off a Bengal tiger, he's going to eat your face off.
Yeah.
That's one of those animals.
You only piss him off once.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to eat your fucking face off.
Church, I just had to throw it out there. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just messing with you. So don't throw us in Alabama and with those idiots. All right. Well, we're at an hour and a half. We usually only do this an hour, so you guys fucking rocked it tonight. Why don't we go around the room, and tomorrow night, Joe, why don't you hit it off and remind everybody what you're doing tomorrow?
All right. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock my time. Going to be doing a live on my second channel, the one that says Joe Cheese God Miller. Going to have a special guest on there. Somebody that's been on the show before, but it's been a while since they've been on. Been talking to them about coming on. Going to get a hold of them in the morning, let them know. Of course, Trucking will probably be on there. So, going to have fun. Other than that, just stay safe.
Hell yeah. And what time is that again tomorrow?
7 o'clock my time, Central time.
Central, so that's going to be 7 Central. That'll probably be 9?
8 East.
8 Eastern. Okay, I was thinking 9 Eastern. Okay.
6 Mountain, 7 Pacific.
It'll be posted tomorrow morning, so there'll be plenty of time to figure out where it's going to be at or what time it's going to be at wherever you live.
All right, cool. Dave Satek, what is going on? When you show up to someone's house and one mofo has no legs and one has one arm, don't bother asking them if the cat bites. Yeah. And Ryan Life, Joe said it sounds cheesy. Did you see what Willow put? So I take it Liv is
Liv is not going to be a guest on my show. I guarantee that one.
Oh shit. Joe, 6 pounds of hamburger, 8 boxes of mac and cheese, 3 adults, 1 child, no leftovers. Dinner done.
That's about right. There's a reason I'm 410 fucking pounds, okay?
Move that up there a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All right. So again, thank you very much, Joe. Appreciate it. And we'll definitely do it again.
Most definitely. Thank you, Tom.
Trucking, my brother. Hell yeah.
Well, Thanks for having me on, Tommy.
One. Ay, 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 Taco Bell.
You know where to find me. If
Hell
you
yeah.
don't, you live under a rock. Have a good night. I'm tired.
You too. When you're gonna be going live? You gonna be going live anytime soon? Like in the morning?
Probably
You'll just have
not.
to
I'll
see
be
what
staring
happens.
at the back of my eyelids, hopefully.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully that when you get there, you get all that delivered. Then you'll be hauling some sailboat fuel.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
It's air. All right, man. Thank you very much.
Well,
thank you, Alicia. So again, if you want, tell everybody where they can find you on what channels. I mean, you have your trucking vapes, and you also have vlogging trucking.
yep. That's where I do my vlogging truckings, my live shows, and then trucking vapes is just reviews. Separated the two.
Hell yeah! All right, brother. Thank you for joining us, man, and glad we could help keep you awake and on the road there straight. So
That's a good thing.
hell yeah,
Thank you.
I do appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming on, man.
You're welcome.
J Money.
What's up?
Thank you for coming on, brother.
Oh man, anytime, Tommy. I love coming on your show, man. It's always a great time.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna use that. I'm not even gonna use this. I'm gonna put that over. I gotta get a battery.
You can find me on Instagram at jmoney069000. Facebook is, you know who I am. And that's about it. Everybody have a great night, great show. Enjoy coming on here. And see where it goes from here.
Hell yeah. Well, like I said, I hope everything works out, and I'm sure it will. You guys are straight, man. I mean, you guys are good guys, and if things are meant to work out, they will. So, and they will.
Absolutely.
I believe it. And like I said, you're always part of this family. So, and I believe in saying family. I don't like to say fam. Fam just sounds fucking Section 8, just like calling someone your boo. It just sounds Section 8 to me. Those two fucking things I hate. Fam and boo. What do you live in fucking projects or what? You know? Stop that, Tom. Anyways, let's get a vape and get out of here. You know me. I'm Tommy Vapors. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming on and stopping by. I appreciate it. Like I said, you guys are the fucking rock stars that really make this show what it is. I'm just here a fucking face in front of this fucking thing here. All this fucking pretty right here going on. You know what I'm talking about? And
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean, now everybody's gonna be saying that fam. Hell yeah. But that's all right. We can roll with that. But let's get a vape and get the fuck out of here.
Sounds good.
Remember, everybody, educate, advocate, masturbate, ejaculate. Love y'all. Bye.